Hello, welcome to Science Thursdays. First Thursday of every month I want to talk about some science related thing. And for Halo month, I thought I would talk about Dyson spheres because the Halo video game franchise is filled with these huge superstructures that the ancient alien species known as the Forerunners have built. But even the largest of those massive structures would be dwarfed by the hypothesized megastructures known as Dyson spheres.
Should this really be a science video? It seems more science fiction than actual science.
That's why I said hypothesized. Remember, kids, it's science if you say big words. Yeah, it's named after a concept brought up by Freeman Dyson. Yeah, he wasn't the guy who came up with the idea, but he is the one that popularized it. His thought experiment was based on the idea that the more advanced a civilization gets, the more energy a civilization would need. And according to the Karajasev scale, which is something I plan on doing a video on someday, a Type 2 civilization would need more energy than a single planet could put out. So the idea is advanced enough civilization would have to build a big sphere, a big ball around an entire star to soak up all of the energy from that whole star. And if you look at a star as a giant nuclear reactor, you can get a little shit ton of energy out of the thing. Unfortunately, it'd be really inefficient to get energy out of a star that way, just because of the epic fuck ton of material you need to build the shell around it. Yeah, one of the videos I saw doing research on this topic said you need to pretty much use all of Mercury, Venus, all of the asteroids, and most of the moons of the solar system.
So, that isn't going to happen.
Another way of doing it is called the Dyson swarm, where you just pretty much build all the a bunch of satellites, self-replicating satellites to float around the star and gather up the solar energy. Not only would it take less material to build these satellites, but you wouldn't have to worry about stabilizing the big shell around it. Yeah, the most stable concept of these is the swarm, or a single belt instead of having a big shell. But no matter how thick the swarm is, no matter how much the satellites you have floating around, it's not going to match the single shell ball. It also sounds cooler to have a single shell around the biggest thing that humans can directly interact with. But honestly, there are better ways to generate power, such as antimatter reactors. I've read things about black hole engines, and heck, right now we're working on trying to unlock fusion reactors, which basically stars are. I just think it'd be kind of cool to build something like that. But yeah, that's really hypothetical, speculative kind of stuff, which is probably never going to work in real life, but still kind of cool to think about. Yeah, that's going to be wrapping up first Thursday science video. This is really sloppy. I don't know what is going on with my head today. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe, all that good stuff. And stay tuned for Halo month.